Hello, so today we are going to see the parts of a sentence in Kinyarwanda, how you can structure a sentence in Kinyarwanda. If you are ready, let's start. We are going to start with an example of Peter loves dog, which is Peter akunda abana in Kinyarwanda. Peter akunda abana. As you can see, this sentence has three parts, which is the subject, the verb, and the object. And the verb in Kinyarwanda is called inshinga, which is verb in English. Yeah. In this sentence, Peter is the subject. And gukunda is the verb. As I told you, it is inshinga in Kinyarwanda. It explains the object which is going to be next. And imbwa, which is the dog, is the object of the sentence. Let's add more examples for us to understand well how to structure sentences in Kinyarwanda. The first example is Mutoni went to pray, which is Mutoni yagiye gusenga. Mutoni is the subject, yagiye is the verb, and gusenga is an object of that sentence. And the second example, I got a job, which is nabonye akazi. It's kind of confusing here because that N is nge. If you remember in the previous videos where I explained I as nge, if you didn't watch that video, you would like to go back and watch it for you to understand it well. And that N, it is for nge because it's I. So we say nabonye akazi. Akazi is the object. And the third one is Alice bought shoes, which is Alice yaguze inkweto in Kinyarwanda. Alice is the subject, yaguze is the verb, inkweto is the object. And the last one is I love you, which is ndagukunda in Kinyarwanda. I know this one is tricky, so I'm going to explain it because everything is in one word. So I which is nge, it is the one that is nda. And you, which is supposed to be the object, is gu. And kunda is the verb. So I think it is clear now, and this is how to structure sentences in Kinyarwanda, and we are going to learn more in the coming videos. Stay tuned.